AskReddit by Wild Ratel. You have to listen to one song on repeat for 24 hours straight to win $1 million. What song are you choosing? I've worked in a cafe. I've basically done this for minimum wage plus tips. Ever see a retail worker or server going about their business, and all of a sudden out of nowhere they start singing along with the music, and they're good? And then you look into their dead void eyes and realize that they have probably heard that song 6 times that day, and thousands of times over all the time they have worked there, and suddenly you realize they would probably torch whatever corporate stooge picked out the playlist, if they only knew who he was. Prove you have the money and willingness to pay, and you can pick whatever damned song you want. Miss Allow. Literally anything. I'd listen to a loop of children screaming over dogs barking at a lawn mowing crew with those backpack blowers mixed with a cat gagging up a hairball while a baby cries in the background. For a milli? I'd listen to Donald Trump's stream of conscious superimposed over an Indian call center while Bozo the Clown scratches a chalkboard next to me. One day, 1 million literally anything. I'd probably pick a long classical symphony or sonata or something that has different parts. 4 feet 33 would be rather easy. GoldenEye pause music. Thank you, now that song is playing in my head while I'm at the gym. I do this for free all the time. Got to squeeze every drop of dopamine out before going to the next song. 500 miles. It comes back around. Edit. Thanks for the golden awards y'all. Couldn't get it out the tape deck, Marshall? Old Nintendo titles had music written to be tolerable for long periods of time, so I'm going to pick the main overworld theme from Zelda 1. Very smart. 4 feet 33. I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up and the motherfuckers put a recording of it on the Wikipedia page. Yakas world and memorize all the countries. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador too. That's all I can remember. Spring. From Vivaldi's Four Seasons. I'm a winter man, myself. Any instrumental will be fine. Instrumental version of Bittersweet Symphony coming right up. Sandstorm by Darude. I'm just going to vibe for 24 hours. Finnish radio station played Darude Sandstorm on repeat for 24 hours. https://www.magneticmag.com/comma.amp/2019/finnish-radio-station-playing-darude-sandstorm-repeat-241//close bracket. Mortal Kombat theme song. Kono. Liu Kang. Raiden. Johnny Cage. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Sonya. Intro the XX. EZPZ. There is nothing more beautiful than going into hyperfocus mode with this looping endlessly. From getting stoned to doing my taxes, this track has been an awesomely versatile soundtrack for at least 100 hours of my life. Once at work when I had a really bad day, I listened to Bow's Heroes on repeat for 9 hours. I think I could do 24 pretty easy. I'm picking a popular song that I kind of like but don't love. For $1 million it doesn't really matter, but to make myself slightly happier I want to consider a few things. Not a song I love because overlistening might make me love it less. Not a song I hate because it will be slightly annoying to listen to it so much. I pick Hotel California. I like it, but I don't listen to it much. Once I have my money, every time I hear it will remind me of the $1,000,000 I got and will bring a smile to my face. I would pay $1,000,000 to never have to hear Hotel California again in my life. Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Just play What's New Pussycat. Hey, What's New Pussycat is a lot longer than I first thought. Dance Yourself Clean by LCD Sound System, but I don't want the beat to drop until the very end of the day. Probably the music from any sim game tbh. Like the build mode music from Sims 3. Or even Minecraft music. Easy to tune out. The Sims 2 console music is absolutely hilarious. Sometimes I put it on when I'm driving to feel a little goofy. Bad Hudson Mohawk. Must be confident in your stamina. The If I Had $1,000,000 song. A cute song for a brief listen, but I feel like the call and response would slowly make me go insane. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I could listen to that song forever. R.I.P. Gordon Lightfoot. Easy Street. Daryl Dixon Intensifies. Tub Thumper. My favorite anarchist punk band that decided to troll the music industry by writing a massive pop hit and then went back to being an anarchist punk band once the laugh was had. The band that sold the rights to their follow-up hit to GM for a car commercial and then gave the money from that sale to an activist group that fights against fossil fuels. The band that holds the world record for the longest album title. I fucking love Chumbawamba. I'd probably go with El Fusilado personally, maybe give the anarchist a cigarette, but all are good choices. Werewolves of London. Easiest million I ever made. I'd like to meet his tailor. Pick any song off Hybrid Theory and I've basically already done this lol. Paper Cut or A Place for My Head. Claire de Lune Debussy. Oh, Debussy. I love Debussy. Sometimes, all I can think about is Debussy. Take 5 David Brubeck. 2112 by Rush. So 2 loops then? I've got a Grateful Dead song already picked out. Shame I won't get to listen to the whole thing by the end of 24 hours. Depeche Smoker. Only have to listen like 23 times. Moonlight Sonata. I used to love this song, until it was the last song I heard before my dad died. I still wonder why it was the song they chose to play in an empty hospital lobby. It just seemed foreboding. Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. I've pretty much done this before on a binge of Mountain Blade, Warband. One of my favorite guitar solos of all time. I've stayed inside a grocery store after my shopping is finished just to listen to it. 4 Feet 33 by John Cage. A song I hate. I don't wanna ruin any songs I already like. Probably anything from Machine Gun Kelly. See, that's a smart strategy, but I don't think I'd possess the mental fortitude to listen to Thunder by Imagine Dragons for that long. Any Tool song. That way, I only have to listen to it 4 or 5 times. Disgustipated. Comfortably Numb. I would choose The Distance by Cake to listen to for 24 hours. But I would listen to It's a Small World for a 1 million cash prize. The Four Seasons by Vivaldi. Just background classical. This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was. They'll continue singing it forever just because. This is the song that never ends. I Found Satan. No Surprises by Radiohead. I'm not sure if many people have heard of this one, but it's by a guy named Rick Astley called Never Gonna Give You Up. I will try to search the depths of YouTube for a link. Time by Pink Floyd. The ringing of the clocks will get me every time. I've already given one answer. However, OP clarified that the song can be played in the background while you do other tasks. In that case I have ADHD, so any song I play my brain will drown out the moment I get distracted by literally anything else. Nobody speak DJ Shadow FT. Run the jewels. If I had $1 million. Symphony of the Crown by Athena. I'd only get halfway through the song before the challenge is over. That's how long it is. And I would walk 500 miles. And I would walk 500 more.